EA Motive put up a developer blog about their remake of Dead Space, and I'll link it in the description box because it's extremely long and it's pretty detailed and stuff. I mean, there's pictures and all kinds of stuff, but it's got some really interesting things about it, about the tactics that they're taking with the game and how they approached, as I said right here, as their approach to bringing back such a beloved and iconic game. They talk about First Beyond the Legacy. It goes on. Like I said, I'll link this in the description box. I'm just gonna kind of glaze over this stuff here. There's a picture. It says represents game and development. I think that looks great myself. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I'm sure there's some people maybe be able to nitpick this or that or whatever, but I think it looks fantastic. And it goes on, and he says that we take feedback from live streams, user reviews, Twitch comments, all this kind of stuff. Basically, trying to find out what the fans like and everything. And it goes on, and they talk about some of the technological advancements they've made. That it's in a new engine, the Frostbite engine, which of course is a really good engine for certain types of games. I don't think it would work very well for sports games and stuff. They tried that, but anyway, neither here nor there. Here's an example of here's a flamethrower from the 2008 game. Here it is in the 2023 game. Although it does say that the art's in development. It also says it's not representative of the final game release. So they always they got to cover themselves with that. It says we're also actually creating the entire game as one sequential shot, like God of War, basically. From the moment you start the game to the moment you end the game, there are no camera cuts or load screens unless you die. The Ishimura is now fully interconnected, so you can walk from point A to point Z, visit the entire ship, and revisit locations you've already completed to pick up things you might have missed. That's all new. It's now a completely unbroken experience. Then they talk some about the moving around in zero G and everything. There's so much more freedom, or 360-degree freedom and all that kind of stuff. They talk about they're able to push the lighting much, much, much further, both from a pure lighting and also a shadowing perspective. An appealing and dismemberment system we have now is really cool and adds quite a bit to our gameplay. Then let's talk about volumetric effects like fog, the skin and the flesh getting ripped from the enemy's body, that kind of stuff. Which is, I would say it's probably like their version of, like in the Resident Evil remakes and stuff. Resident Evil 2 specifically is the one I immediately think of, but 3 as well, where it's just gory as hell. Here's a video. I'm not going to play it, of course, but it goes on. It talks about, excuse me, the team never loses sight of their key mission to honor the legacy, which is, I mean, it all sounds great, and I'm hoping that the game delivers. It should, because it keeps going on, and that's basically, oops, there's the end. It says it's going to release January 27th, 2023. You never know. I mean, we're only, 4 months away from that. So it's likely it won't be delayed. I mean, it'll likely come out by then, but you never know for sure. It's possible. I'm assuming not though. But anyway, but like I said, I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. But this kind of stuff is extremely promising, like the way that they've talked about the game and stuff, and the reverence they have for it. That all sounds really cool. I haven't played the original Dead Space in quite some time, though. To be honest, I think, I know I played it at launch, and I played it again later, but this was probably at least 10 years ago, at least. So I mean, it's been a while. So I'm interested, excited to get back to it. I'll get around to it sometime. I got such a backlog of games, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm really interested in this game. I think it could be really cool. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.